10 more minutes. Wow. Oh, I know. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you for myself more. Whoa, boss. CDL is rating with a party of 81. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the hyperspace here. This is, thank you so much for the follow, White Leg. Thanks so much. I'm making it. I'm getting rated by 81 people here, babe. Super Typhoon 173. Now we are 9 minutes and 50 seconds to go here. This is about 20-hour stream. This is gonna have been. Raz Wasabi, welcome. Welcome to hyperspace here. This is Hypertext Heroes, my first time doing this sort of crazy thing. I'm very lucky to have some very kind gentlemen and gentle people such as yourselves following here. Thanks so much. Alex Rob 0505 is now following. A lot of followers jumping in here of this raid from CDL, the organizer, I believe, together with Factual Goal of this wonderful series of events to promote these flying doctors that are, I can't keep up with this. Nikki 470 is now following. Icebird for All accompanying me here with the Cessna 172 directly behind. And I'm gonna do a 1-2 boss. All right, 1-2 boss. And my God, I'm gonna have to get some guitar going here. All right, let's turn down this other stuff here and Ricard music is now falling. Wow. Flying Dutchman from Double Whiskey Alpha is now following. Many from Washington. By the gods, ladies and gentlemen, by the cosmos, by all that is fantastic in this world during the pandemic here, we are arriving in this 20-hour flight. The first time I ever do something like this. I wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for you all helping me out, learn to fly the autopilot. Thanks so much. Brace yourself too. All right. Tunnel with distance. Sure, Forder learn to fly. Ladies and gentlemen, you should follow all these people that are following right now, especially Forder, especially Icebird, LT Smartass, all right. Thanks so much for the follow. Thanks so much. We have there's so much going on here that I can't keep track. Okay. Winter Band is now following. I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know. This is the first time I am rated by this many people, and it's the first time I do one of these flights. So it's been the camaraderie and just the learning experience to learn to fly one of these airplanes. You know, I'm someone who's come from a, you know, Spectrum Holobyte. Falcon is my first ever flight simulator back in the late 80s. I didn't play the civilian flight simulators until later, so I'm really an amateur at this, and I only got into Microsoft Flight Simulator lately in the last 15-20 years with this latest version. So this is so awesome. Okay, let's see. We got Iceberg for All, Dream for Nice Flight of Nice Fellows Down Under, Golden 77. How's the journey? Any gremlins on the way? Gremlins, yeah, I had the Garmin 1000. This was a bit of a gremlin for me because I have to keep wrestling control off of it. Obviously, it was a user error because I'm a total amateur. And I would turn it on and it would veer right, and then it would go left, and then I would have to turn it off and press the right button. And if I didn't have the button mapped, I would have to press another button so track IR would start. I would have to like learn how to turn these lights on and off, and I crashed once in the Outback. It was a crash landing. I guess I survived because I'm still thanks so much, UK Max. Amazing race. This is really awesome. Got in 77, and then I went to sleep for a nap at one point. Then I woke up an hour later and I had my whole PC had frozen. I almost quit there. I have to admit I almost quit. But I kept going, and I had promised myself I would do this. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is in benefit of these flying doctors. There's a link on the bottom left of the screen there. If you the Royal Flying Doctor Service in Australia, and they respect and acknowledge Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people as the first Australians. This is, I think, is always important to mention this sort of stuff, and this is the kind of stuff that makes me really want to support these organizations that you know, tell you that all people around the world, we're all pretty much the same. Most people are super nice, and including all this lovely people that have accompanied me here and kept me going, like Icebird here flying formation on my port wing, and the people who have organized this long flight. You can see the sun, the horizon there to the east is starting to glow. I'm probably gonna miss the sunrise, but it's always good. What I love about sunrises and about this cosmos that we fly around in these flight simulators, that it shows me that there's always hope, even if you're flying in the night and you didn't realize that there are airports in the outback that have no light and you have to do touch and goes in them. There's still the hope of tomorrow, that the sun will rise again and it will light your way. Okay, along with all these lovely people. Thanks so much. Top job to stay with it. This trip is at 35 feet, going down to 1,000 feet. Copy that. Icebird, if you want to lead me in, I'm just going to follow you in, because I'm at my wit's end here, if you will. And this is a bit overwhelming to have this crazy raid here. Thanks so much, CD. Let me do a quick... I don't even know where my browser is, but I'm gonna... If you should all go follow, I think it's CDL, ladies and gentlemen, and all these other people that have been following here. It's fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna disengage autopilot. Let me see, I think it's Z. All right, and I'm gonna look... did I disengage it? Let's see, now I have to click here. All right. And now I'm gonna re-engage TAC IR, and I think Icebird is gonna lead me in here, because I'm really totally I just hope I don't crash this last landing. Okay, I am ready to get some sleep and get away from the computer for a while. This is the longest, not just the longest flight simulator flight I've ever done, but also the longest video game play session I've ever done, I believe. So for me, this is breaking all sorts of records around here. I'm coming to you from New York City, and it has been a wonderful, wonderful experience and a pleasure to meet so many nice people during this this long flight, this long simulated flight. And if you celebrate Easter, happy Easter, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you are having a fantastic Sunday, that your Monday will be even better than your Sunday. All right. Put in some tunes again. This is Get Lost in the Mind's Ocean by Eugenio Izzi. Mamma mia, Eugenio, ma andiamo avanti, arriviamo a Sydney, mamma mia. All right, full power here. Golden High, there was a lighting crew over at CD, people who will light up the runway of spawned-in aircraft. Really nice help. Exactly, this is what Icebird is just going in front of me right here. That's what Icebird did for me. I almost didn't make it to Sydney. I did not have enough fuel, and Icebird said, "Hey," I decided to divert to this strip that had no lights, and Icebird said, "I'll log in, I'll light for you." He went in there with an A320, and he lit it up for me, and I managed to land. I barely managed to take off. There was I put full fuel on the plane. I barely managed to clear some trees, but I'm so happy I managed to do that. There's Volley Nerd down there. I've been accompanying Volley Nerd since the beginning. We were flying together there in the beginning. Really nice to see these people out here. Impressive you did the entire run. Thank you, Flying Dutchman. Yeah, it's I'm surprised that I stayed with it, especially after the crash, the hard crash of the PC when I was taking a nap. You know, I really thought about, you know, I was like, oh, it's not my fault, you know. But then I was like, well, maybe it is my fault. Maybe I should have, not my fault, but I could have stayed up and with it. And I did say I was gonna do it, so I wanted to do it. You know, and it's worth it to have you all visit over here. In the end, it's overwhelming. And thanks so much, Mystic 247. This is very much appreciated. Later on, I'm gonna come and visit all your profiles and give you follow backs and check out where you're all from. Right now, I'm gonna try to concentrate on this landing here of Icebird for all up ahead. And it's really nice to see Volley Nerd down there, because we were flying quite close to each other in the beginning. Look at those lovely, like, lighting effects of that sort of wind tower over there. Nice work for sure. 25 clocks, another very kind gentleman. I gave him a follow later. I was accompanying him on his flight. Don't approach too low. There's apparently an obstacle there. Copy that. I'm just gonna follow Icebird in. I'm following a more experienced pilot here. Icebird is bringing me in, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right. I'm gonna cut power here. Oh, big blue airplane down there. Look at that. Taking a look around. I think we're gonna go to, was it 16R? Yeah, we're gonna land like over there, I think, somewhere. And I hope, like, with all these people watching, I won't crash, you know? It's, I don't even want to look. Okay. Wow, my neck, my back. My arms, my legs. I predict 140, negative 145, you do good, copy that. Do look when you land, copy sheep for port pressure. Ah, the pressure. Should I put the flaps down? Oh, sorry about that, tower, copy that. Standing clearance.
Runway 16 right, lovely bird 1.
It's a long runway, so I don't think I'm even gonna worry about the flaps. Yeah, I'm not sure about how this prediction thing works. This is a Flight Toolkit Pro thing, but I forgot how to predict. Is it just predict as you're saying? I don't know how it works. I tried to look it up and I couldn't find it during the flights because it really is a bit overwhelming to fly this. What was very surprising for me in the stream is flying this airplane at night. I just totally didn't realize, you know, I thought, oh yeah, it's gonna be like, it's gonna go on for a long time and you're gonna be flying half of this thing or more at night. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Sydney after about 20 hours. Come in a little high here, but I'm just gonna go by feel here. I'm not going to get the flaps. I'm just gonna go by feel here. Just try to put her down slowly. Glide in. Pretty bumpy right now. Just gonna. Okay, that's not too bad. Just missed Icebird. All right. And now I'm gonna try to stop with the brakes. All right. All right, I'll acknowledge. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna stay here on the grass, ladies and gentlemen. I want to point to Icebird because if it wasn't for, and let's see, Volleyball Nerd there has been from the beginning. If it wasn't for this gentleman over here, and also Forder Learn to Fly, Howard, CDL, all of you. If it wasn't for you all, I would not have made this. Okay, let me put my parking brakes on. What is it? Alt L for this light here. There you go. The parking brake. Set parking brake. There it is. I think it's set now. All right. I'll give you an outside view. Thank you so much. 25 clocks, Mystic, Icebird, all of you. Thank you so much. I am really overwhelmed. Thanks so much for all these follows and for showing up here in the end and accompanying me. Where let me see. Where is the airplane? Here we are. All right, I'll put some. Let me put an applause for computer, an applause for all these follows, all these gentle people who have been here, who have allowed me to complete this crazy challenge of flying from Perth to Sydney in this wonderful run. Thanks so much, Arthur. All right, thank you, Arthur, very much. Art Wong here is a childhood friend of mine. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be streaming. So I appreciate very much. Again, another applause for all of you. Thanks for coming here and watching. Thank you, Sneaky47. I will go through everyone that has followed me. I will check all of your pages out. I promise this later on. And we're gonna keep looking towards the rising sun to the east here in this beautifully rendered Sydney airport. All right, last applause here. Thanks so much, Iceberg. Thanks, Sheepa, Galaxia, Kerr, everyone who's been following around. Very nerd. And go check you all out. This Hypertext here from New York City. To all the world, sending you love, sending you much love, of course. All these oceans that divide us, but also keeps us together in these flight simulators. But it's a golden age for flight simulators and for space simulators. I'm very happy to be a small part of it. And thanks again. All right, one jump. All right, thank you. Peace out. I'm calling it out now. Have a great one. All right, this is Hyper out. Peace out, everybody.